Get ready for an explosive, never-before-seen expose on K Ci and JoJo's darkest secrets. These R&B icons have been keeping some scandalous tales under lock and key until now. From salacious affairs to shocking betrayals, we're spilling all the juicy details that will leave your jaw on the floor. What do you think they've been hiding all these years? Let's go on this wild ride of sizzling hot tea and let's uncover the truth together.
You got us right here on Boss, everything you want to know about her. We love you. Peace.
The rise and fall of Jodeci. K Ci and JoJo, originally known as members of the gospel quartet Little Cedric and the Haley Singers, made their mark in the music scene. They dropped 3 albums under the AIR label, namely I'm Alright Now in '83, Jesus Saves in '84, which reached number 4 on the Billboard Gospel chart, and God's Blessings in '85, which hit number 22. In '88, they joined forces with their brothers Devontae Swing and Mr. Dalvin and formed the iconic R&B group Jodeci. Jodeci's rise and fall unfolded as yet another familiar tale of going from poverty to wealth in the music industry. This collective possessed everything one could desire: wealth, fame, stunning women, and platinum records, only to lose it all. At the beginning, the band understood that in order to achieve success, they needed to venture beyond the borders of North Carolina. New York City was seen as a place where opportunities were abundant and where they had the best chance of securing a record deal. Armed with 29 demo songs, the group embarked on a grueling journey to New York City in search of label deals. Unfortunately, their initial efforts did not yield the desired results as they faced rejection from nearly every label executive they approached. Despite repeatedly recording the album and submitting it, success continued to elude them, and it was not until Sean Combs, known as Puff Daddy, stepped in to offer guidance on song direction and took the talented trio under his wing. This marked Puff's first major opportunity for success, as he recognized the group's hidden potential. Puff's hunger, aggressiveness, and belief in Jodeci's superstar potential made him the ideal A and R figure for the group. He took full control of the single's direction, taking risks such as pushing for the release of Gotta Love and facing the possibility of being terminated by Andre Harrell if the song and video did not resonate with audiences. Puff's hands-on approach included everything from choreographing dance sequences in the rain to directing music videos himself, as well as shooting an additional video for Stay, which was poised to be the group's next potential hit single. The creative process behind the single Forever My Lady was particularly intriguing because it was initially intended to be just an interlude. However, it eventually evolved into a full-fledged song. One of the controversies surrounding the song was the opening line sung by K Ci, "You're Having My Baby," which raised eyebrows considering their young age at the time. Despite K Ci's discomfort and Devontae's resentment towards it, they decided to proceed with the song for business reasons, ultimately leading to the group's much-needed success. Crafted by Al B. Sure, the song proved to be the smash hit that propelled the group forward. Having released 2 highly successful albums in just 2 years, the band found themselves thrust into the world of fame and fortune. This newfound notoriety introduced them to a lifestyle that was a complete departure from their humble beginnings. They were surrounded by stunning women, drove luxurious cars, lived in extravagant homes, and had millions of dollars in their bank accounts. Finally, the group was living the dream they had tirelessly pursued and sacrificed for. However, they would soon discover that success came at a steep cost. During K Ci's struggle with his personal issues, his drinking habits escalated significantly, as did JoJo's, both of whom have a family background of alcoholism. The group faced a major controversy when Devontae and K Ci were accused of sexually assaulting a female fan. However, the case was eventually dismissed due to the misrepresentation of evidence. They were convicted of firearm offenses, however. Their sentence was lessened to community service. Despite the setbacks, their popularity remained unaffected, as they consistently secured projects within the industry, with Devontae remaining highly sought after for his skills. 1993, the home invasion incident involving Devontae Swing during the summer of 1993 has been a subject of intense scrutiny for a considerable time. Trespassers unlawfully entered Devontae's residence in New Jersey, forcefully stealing jewelry worth $20,000 and subjecting him to physical violence by pistol whipping and assaulting him. There were even rumors suggesting that he was subjected to a heinous act of sexual assault during the attack. Undoubtedly, this event had a profound impact on him, as evidenced by his subsequent traumatized state and erratic behavior. It appears that he may have attempted to project an image of masculinity in order to conceal the harsh reality he experienced. The group began their third album, titled The Show, The After Party and Hotel, during the summer of 1994, and subsequently released it in the following year, specifically in the summer of 1995. This particular album marked a significant shift in the group's trajectory, gradually leading to their eventual breakdown, departing from the church-inspired influence of their debut album and the romantic ballads of their second. This album boldly pushed boundaries, at times even being deemed tasteless due to its explicit skits. The heavy influence of Death Row Records was evident, with a predominant West Coast flow structure throughout the majority of the album. The overall tone conveyed a sense of crassness, showcasing a group intoxicated by their fame and indulgence in the lavish lifestyle of the music industry. However, this was their last album because Devante, who was their teacher, mentor, and supervisor for the group, started acting erratic and unapproachable and finally vanished from the spotlight, thereby causing a rift in the group. However, K Ci and JoJo went on to achieve success as a duo, K Ci and JoJo Duo Career. In 1992, K Ci and JoJo showcased their individuality by collaborating with the legendary Mary J. Blige on the duet I Do Not Want to Do Anything for her debut album, What's the 411? Let's not forget KCI's soulful rendition of Bobby Womack's If You Think You're Lonely Now for the movie Jason's Lyric in 1994. Then in early 1996, K Ci and JoJo joined forces once again for the powerful track How Could You, featured in the film Bulletproof starring Damon Wayans and Adam Sandler. And just a few months later, they blessed us with their guest appearance on Tupac's chart-topping hits How Do You Want It and Toss It Up. The homies took their side hustles and turned them into a full-blown album called Love Always. This joint dropped on June 17th, 1997, and it had two bangers that hit the top 10 on the R&B charts. You Bring Me Up at number 26 on the pop charts, and Last Night's Letter at number 46 on the pop charts. But let me tell you, those singles AI not got nothing on the third single from the album, All My Life. This smooth, soulful ballad was dedicated to JoJo's daughter, and it straight up dominated the Hot 100 for 3 whole weeks. K Ci and JoJo never pulled off a #1 hit like that with Jodeci. All My Life is their jam, and even non-fans know it, cause it's been featured in movies and TV shows like crazy. Love Always ended up selling a whopping 4 million copies. That's some serious success right there. And because of that, Jodeci's reunion got put on hold indefinitely. But hold up, there's more. While they were working on Love Always, they also teamed up with After 7 to drop the track I Care About You as part of the R&B supergroup Milestone. That joint was featured on the soundtrack for the movie Soul Food, which was written and produced by the one and only Babyface. These brothers were on fire. In 1998, K Ci and JoJo dropped that fire track called Money K Not Buy You Love. This joint was straight up produced for the movie The Players Club, but the duo did not stop there. In 1999, they came back with another banger called Life. This time, it was written and produced by none other than R. Kelly himself. And guess what? It was featured on the soundtrack for the Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence movie, Life. In a remarkable turn of events, K Ci and JoJo's second studio album, It's Real, made its grand entrance into the world on June 22nd, 1999. This masterpiece of musical brilliance soared to new heights, capturing the hearts of listeners far and wide. It gracefully ascended to the 8th position on the prestigious Billboard 200 chart, solidifying its place among the greats. Not stopping there, It's Real also claimed the 2nd spot on the esteemed R&B/hip-hop albums chart, showcasing its undeniable talent and appeal. The album's success was not limited to the United States alone. It embarked on a global journey, leaving its mark on various international charts. It effortlessly secured a spot in the top 20 on the Dutch Mega Album, Top 100, the Canadian Albums chart, and even graced the New Zealand Top 40 albums and the ARIA charts. Its captivating melodies and soulful lyrics resonated with audiences worldwide, transcending borders and cultures. The magic of It's Real did not stop at its chart-topping achievements. It birthed 4 sensational singles, each one a testament to the album's brilliance. Among them, Tell Me It's Real emerged as a true gem, climbing all the way to the remarkable 2nd position on the illustrious Billboard Hot 100. This infectious hit captivated the masses, leaving an indelible mark on the music scene. critics could not help but recognize the sheer talent and artistry poured into It's Real. AllMusic gave them a well-deserved 3-star rating, acknowledging the album's musical prowess and its ability to captivate listeners from start to finish. It's Real stood as a testament to K Ci and JoJo's undeniable talent and their ability to create music that resonates deeply with its audience. However, for a while, they disappeared from the spotlight. Comeback. On December 5th, 2000, K Ci and JoJo made a triumphant comeback with their album titled X, which symbolizes the number 10 in Roman numerals. This special album was released to commemorate the Haley's remarkable 10-year journey in the music industry. Their return was met with great enthusiasm as they quickly climbed the ranks of the Billboard Hot 100 in early 2001 with their hit song Crazy, which was also featured on the Save the Last Dance soundtrack. Crazy reached an impressive peak at number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Within the album, there was a hidden gem for Jodeci fans, a track called Slip and Fall. Alongside this, other notable tracks included Honest Lover, One Last Time, and All the Things I Should Have Known. Vibe magazine even praised these songs for their unique blend of hip-hop, reminiscent of the influential collective that launched Del the Funky Homo Sapien. K Ci and JoJo's return was truly a memorable event in the music world, showcasing their talent and longevity in the industry. The fourth album by the talented duo K Ci and JoJo was unleashed upon the world on November 26, 2002. However, despite their undeniable talent, this particular album did not achieve the commercial success they had hoped for. The CD featured 2 singles that were released to the public, namely This Very Moment and the incredible track It's Me, which was produced by the renowned Rodney Darkchild Jerkins. Within this album, there was a hidden gem that held a special place in the hearts of K Ci and JoJo. Titled How Long, this personal favorite was beautifully written by the talented Steve Vaughn and JoJo Haley themselves. It truly showcased their artistic prowess and emotional depth. Moving forward in time to late 2006, K Ci embarked on a new chapter in his musical journey by releasing his debut solo album, aptly named My Book. This marked a significant milestone for him as he ventured into the realm of solo artistry. Meanwhile, K Ci and JoJo continued to make their mark as a duo. On February 8th, 2005, they treated their fans to a compilation of their greatest hits, allowing listeners to relish in their incredible musical journey thus far. Then on February 6, 2008, they surprised their Japanese fans with the release of their 5th compilation album, titled Love. This album was exclusively launched in Japan, showcasing their international appeal and the love they received from their dedicated Japanese fan base. So back in 2010, they made a big move by signing an exclusive deal with R&B crooner Kenneth Babyface Edmonds' new label, Soda Pop Records, which was distributed through E1 Music. Fast forward to June 25th, 2013, when they dropped their latest single, Knock It Off, on iTunes through E1 Music. And finally, on September 30th, 2013, they released their highly anticipated album, My Brother's Keeper. It was a whirlwind of exciting events for them, arrests and legal issues. The life of this duo was filled with controversies that are nerve-wracking. It was rumored Cedric K Ci Haley allegedly exposed his genitals on stage in Los Angeles. On Tuesday, law enforcement officials charged him with 23 counts of indecent exposure and 1 count of lewd conduct. The K Ci and JoJo singer was arraigned in a Los Angeles courtroom. If he was convicted, he would have faced a maximum penalty of 1 year in prison for the indecent exposure charges and 6 months behind bars, plus a $1,000 fine for the lewd conduct charge. Approximately 150 individuals ran out of KISFM's yearly Jingle Ball event at the Shrine Auditorium and informed patrolling officers that Haley touched himself inappropriately at various points of arousal, as documented. The concert, attended by around 4,000 people, including numerous children, showcased performances by Christina Aguilera, 98 Degrees, and Third Eye Blind. Jodeci was apprehended on charges of tax evasion. They were arrested by authorities in Raleigh, North Carolina, immediately after their performance at the RBC Center on Saturday night. Last week, arrest warrants were issued for both individuals on misdemeanor charges of failing to pay individual income taxes to the state of North Carolina. The warrants were requested by the State Department of Revenue. According to an attorney, the accusations against the Haley brothers involved their failure to pay taxes for the shows they performed in 1999, 2000, and 2001, though they were released with bail. However, this did not stop them. Their party life persisted with the alcohol, clubs, and alcohol, but it was not until the unexpected happened. Getting sober. The emergence of a viral video showing JoJo collapsing on stage while performing was not what anyone had anticipated. After that, rumors started circulating about their alleged drug use and alcohol. To address these rumors and potentially motivate others to seek assistance, TV One aired a 9-episode series that documents the duo's journey to overcome alcoholism and revive their music careers. KCI mentioned that they were aware of their negative reputation in the industry due to their struggles with alcoholism. They would hear and see things on the internet, but sometimes they did not want to believe it because it was about them. However, their manager informed them that it was becoming harder to find work, confirming their awareness of the situation. KCI also shared that one day they woke up and realized it was time to make a change. When asked if the show played a role in their journey, K Ci explained that their manager came up with the idea of doing a show about their efforts to get themselves back together. At that point in their lives, both K Ci and JoJo found a unique way to do it. They formed a team and decided to move into a house to document their progress. JoJo was asked about the turning point that made them actively pursue treatment. JoJo revealed that it was a combination of excessive partying and losing sight of their purpose in life, particularly their role as a parent. They started missing important moments and their health began to suffer. JoJo admitted to pretending to feel good during shows that were not up to par. They realized they had let themselves go and neglected the blessings that God had given them. JoJo reached a point where they wanted to settle down, stop partying, and prioritize their family. They expressed gratitude for the positive changes in their life and credited God for the transformation. KCI and JoJo both agree that the hardest thing about recovery is the daily struggle. JoJo mentions that having his supportive wife by his side has made it easier, but he also highlights the difficulty of letting go of friends and family members who were not truly supportive. When asked about how they developed their addiction, JoJo explains that it is a common struggle in the entertainment industry, as fame and success can lead individuals to lose touch with reality and indulge in various addictions. He emphasizes that their situation is not unique and that many entertainers face similar challenges. As for why they decided to go public with their sensitive situation, KCI explains that they wanted to dispel rumors and show the reality of their struggles. They hoped that by sharing their story openly, they could potentially help others who may be going through similar experiences. JoJo said that anyone who believes that alcohol is not a real addiction is mistaken. He emphasized that the first step in addressing the problem is admitting it to oneself. JoJo shared his personal experience, explaining that when alcohol starts to control your life to the point where you need it to sleep, wake up, and even before eating, it becomes a serious problem.
We'll let you know. Yeah, we did that. We said that, and we sung that. So this is the truth. This is us. You know what I'm saying? It happened. It happened.
He stated that if someone mentions incidents involving alcohol more than once during a conversation with you, it is a clear indication of a problem. JoJo advised that one must overcome this addiction and prioritize their faith in God. He assured that admitting to the problem would make it easier to deal with. Regarding the incident where JoJo fell out during a performance, he acknowledged that it had circulated on the internet. However, he mentioned that the show would provide a detailed explanation of what led up to it and how it happened. JoJo expressed his desire for people to watch the show seriously, not just for the sake of watching it. He emphasized that the show is about their lives, dispelling rumors and improving their mental and physical well-being. He concluded by stating that all the answers to the incident can be found in the show. However, his daughter stepped out to quench the naysayers and defend her dad. Winner defends dad. During the concert, JoJo caused concern among the attendees due to his apparent health condition. He joined his brother on stage for a performance of Lately, but struggled to sing and required assistance to stand. The audience watched as the 51-year-old artist became visibly upset and had to be escorted off stage. This incident sparked discussions on social media, with many speculating about his serious health issue. However, Sequoia Winter, his daughter, and a cast member of Growing Up Hip Hop, has clarified the situation regarding his private health matter, shedding light on the factors that influenced his demeanor during the show. He's diabetic. He was just recently diagnosed with diabetes within the past year, she told Distractify, and it's new for him. JoJo in an interview said, ever since Jodeci had their first hit, that's when everything started spiraling downward. I mean, with the whole band, individually and as a group. From then on, I really did not have no feelings about it. It was just party and BS. But I did not think it was taking a toll on me until the first time that I said I was not going to drink anything, and I fell into a seizure. Winter also had this to say about her father. A lot of us aren't as educated as others are when it comes to being diabetic and the steps you have to take care of yourself, to stick yourself with the needle and all these other things that come with it. She further mentioned that JoJo is still getting used to living with the illness. He's still trying to figure those things out and just take good care of himself. Sometimes our parents are forgetful and they don't do things that they're supposed to do, and you gotta kinda call and check in on them, she said. There were some fans who suspected that JoJo's slurred speech might have been a result of a previous stroke. However, his estranged wife, Tiny Haley, firmly denied these speculations, stating that they were completely unfounded. Haley clarified, "I want to make it clear because people are saying JoJo had a stroke and Tiny left. No, Joe has never had a stroke. That's not what happened." That said, let's talk about one of the juiciest gossip that has been a subject of controversy is that of
Do everything for you, but I still can't survive.
KCI and Mario Blige. This relationship, while it lasted, was tabloid fodder. During the 90s, the emerging celebrity was involved in a long-lasting romantic partnership with K Ci. Mary J. Blige initially encountered K Ci Haley while she was working on her debut album, What's the 411? Subsequently, they embarked on a romantic relationship. However, Blige has now disclosed that it was an abusive connection characterized by frequent episodes of violence. Blige initially shared her distressing experiences, refraining from explicitly mentioning the Jodeci singer in a 2002 interview with The Guardian. "I was in a hellish relationship. When you hate yourself, you draw people to you who hate you too," she said honestly. "I kept getting the same lesson over and over and finally knew there was something I had to learn." She disclosed that the moment of crisis for her came when she narrowly escaped being killed. Blige reflected on the tumultuous relationship in her 2021 documentary, Mary J. Blige's My Life, describing it as dark and abusive. She openly admitted to experiencing manipulation and feeling the need to diminish herself in order to stay in the relationship. This challenging dynamic served as the inspiration for her iconic 1994 album, My Life. Through her candid lyrics, the I'm Going Down singer fearlessly delved into themes of abuse, addiction, and personal struggles she had encountered throughout her life. The album propelled her from an R&B sensation to a global superstar. However, the overwhelming circumstances of her relationship prevented her from fully embracing her newfound success. Regrettably, she found herself unable to savor the achievements and joys that accompanied her rise to stardom. Blige lamented the fact that both she and her partner were young and immensely successful, yet ill-equipped to navigate the demands of their extraordinary lives. Despite her love for him, the weight of their shared success proved to be an insurmountable burden. During a certain period in their relationship, K Ci presented Blige with a ring as a gift. Blige interpreted it as an engagement ring and viewed it as such. However, when K Ci was questioned on a British TV show about marrying Blige, he denied the rumors by shaking his head and stating, "That's a rumor. K Ci is not getting married, for the record."
You're gonna marry Mary J. Blige, aren't you?
Later on, when Blige appeared on the same show, she was shown the clip of K Ci's denial and was asked about the absence of a significant engagement ring. Blige expressed her disappointment at her partner's words and clarified, "No, we're not getting married now. Let's move on, please. I'm disgusted."
Huge engagement ring.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Let's move on, please.
Okay. But now,
In 2006, KCI shared his perspective on the situation with Vibe magazine, stating, "I never said I was going to marry her. Yes, I gave her a ring, not because I wanted to marry her. I gave her a ring after she came off tour and she kept hinting around that she wanted a ring. We never discussed starting a family or anything like that. Our relationship was not as serious as people believed." He stated that it was all in her head. He mentioned that he was young and enjoying his life, not wanting to be anyone's husband. He emphasized that he was living a wild lifestyle, celebrating every day and engaging with different women. He made it clear that he was not ready to settle down with anyone, and Mary was aware of that. Despite this, she continued to call and be around him, even when he did not want her presence. He repeatedly advised her to find a man who was ready to settle down and play the role of a husband. He acknowledged that there was something different between them, contrary to what Mary wanted others to believe. They cared about each other, but he was not in love with her, and the feelings were never mutual. He recounted instances where Mary would become irrational, banging on his hotel door and causing a scene if he wanted to spend time with his friends or talk to fans after shows. He mentioned that she would disrespect his company at parties and try to start fights if she saw him with other women. He described the situation as crazy. K Ci said why she acted that way because he had always been clear that he did not want a relationship with her. However, she continued to contact him and shows up at the studio drunk, which was embarrassing for her. He believes their intimate moments controlled their emotions. He emphasized the importance of letting go and focusing on personal growth if the feelings are not reciprocated. K Ci mentioned that many men were interested in her, but she chose him over them because she thought they only wanted her for her money and fame. This was something she would cry about frequently. When asked if he was ever attracted to her, K Ci acknowledged her beauty, but stated that he was initially drawn to her ambition and determination to pursue her dreams. He mentioned that he was not initially physically attracted to her when they first met, but he found her to be nice and down to earth. According to K Ci, he and Mary met multiple times at Uptown Records before exchanging numbers. Initially, he had no intention of getting involved. However, when they collaborated on a song for her debut album, they had great chemistry and ended up sleeping together. They started spending time together at the studio and became friends. They would have deep conversations, and Mary was very open about everything. K Ci admired her honesty and respected her for it, which made him want to embrace her as a friend. K Ci felt Mary had a lot of problems due to her upbringing in Yonkers, New York. Coming from a broken family, she carried those issues with her. She struggled with low self-esteem and was very insecure, which was something K Ci did not like about her. Despite being determined and serious about her career, she lacked self-love. Mary would often express her dislike for her big feet and the scars on her face from fights in her neighborhood. She wanted K Ci to make her feel beautiful, but he could not fulfill that role. To him, she was just a regular woman and not someone like Halle Berry, Robin Givens, or Vanessa Williams, who are typically admired for their beauty. This lack of self-worth deeply affected Mary. Even with her stylish clothes, hairstyles, and jewelry, she did not feel deserving of love and appreciation. K Ci expressed that he does not harbor any negative feelings towards Mary J. Blige. He hopes that she can find a way to move on from their past relationship and live her life to the fullest. Unlike Mary, he has not written any songs about her. He believes that Mary's albums have portrayed him as the villain, when in reality, she struggled to let go and move forward. K Ci received calls from Mary's friends, accusing him of mistreating her and playing with her emotions, but they were unaware of Mary's actions. Mary did not want anyone to know that she was engaging in substance abuse and reaching out to him while intoxicated, even showing up at the studio ready to fight. People believed that K Ci was controlling her and making false promises, which deeply upset him at the time. However, he now genuinely wishes her happiness and is glad that she has found love and gotten married. Looking back, he wishes she had married someone else during their tumultuous relationship, as it caused him a great deal of distress. K Ci shared that working with Mary after the affair had ended was quite an experience for him. He mentioned that he contributed some vocals to the My Life album as P. Diddy was still producing her music and had asked him to be a part of the project. Although he initially did not want to do it, P. Diddy advised him to approach it with a business mindset, so he agreed. K Ci revealed that Mary tried to maintain contact with him afterward, but he could not continue the relationship. He observed that she was heavily involved in drugs and alcohol, which had taken a toll on her physical appearance. She had lost weight and her hair appeared messy when she was not performing. K Ci clarified that rumors of him causing her black eyes were untrue, as he was not around her during that time. He expressed concern for Mary's well-being and mentioned that he prayed for her every day, but he did not want to enter into another relationship with her. Which controversy are you familiar with? Please drop a comment below of their favorite songs, and do not forget to check out other videos for more celebrity gossip. Till next time.